It's not bad from Tesla. It's okay. What you'd basically now like to see, right, is a fake out under this zone. And then this is like your tradable range, like $1.25 worth of space. There's that fake out. Probably want to get tighter than this, though. Want to see that overreaction flush inside. Really strong Tesla trade here this morning. Identified pre-market strength with the 3-for-3 pre-market conditions, and then looked for dip buys basically as close to that stop loss as possible. Really strong trade that was green right away, and pretty much textbook 2R move. So really happy with this play, and enjoy this trade recap. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like Tesla a lot here. So if I can get the right reaction, because the risk-reward ratios make a ton of sense. And it feels like it's a little bit of a leading name here. Stop loss would be low of day. About $1 away as is, but I want to see a pretty big flush inside. Let's see how we react to making those lows. Q breaking. All right, trying to get a little bit of that overreaction here. Still gonna be patient though, right? Still gonna be patient on this. On a separate screen here, I'm watching the indexes, making sure that they aren't flushing through these lower lows. I want to see basically buyers step in, defend the indexes a little bit if I'm going to trust that Tesla buyers are going to step in and defend too. Still no tennis ball bounce back yet, right? Either these are kind of taking small steps up and then they're getting absorbed. Right? It tells me the entry's not ready yet. Yeah, that's why I'm being really patient here, Jesus, right? Because indexes don't seem to be cooperating. That's why I haven't rushed into an entry when it became $1, right? That's why I'm waiting for the reaction here. So what's adding to my conviction here, right, is that we're now approaching that basically low of day, and we seem to be bouncing off of that with some nice support. So feeling to get like, or starting to feel like I have a little bit of confirmation in that this is like the right entry zone, but now I'm just looking to time it up with index cooperation. Okay, so trying to be a bit of a dip buy there on the indexes, right? So feeling better about this on Tesla. All right, guys, I am in. Average price 186.20. Average price 186.20. Pretty tight stop loss here. Stop loss 185.50. All right, once I saw that indexes were telling me the same story as Tesla, my base assumption was that leaders are going to lead, and I wanted to jump in and enter that trade, and that's exactly what I did here. Pretty much a perfect entry, maybe 5-10 cents off, but no complaints there. Hey, so far so good here, right? So far so good. Almost a little bit of separation here. Might look to trim in a second. Okay, SPY keeps climbing. Well, my entry was just based on the reaction here to this low of day, right? I wanted to see that defense, and I wanted to see indexes cooperating at the same time. So once I started seeing indexes bounce and then Tesla bouncing off of low of day, that felt like my entry signal. So price action just got a little bit stuck here at that 15 min candle close slash new 15 min candle open. That's kind of what gave me a little bit of that nervousness. Maybe didn't see as much of an immediate move as I was expecting, but still pretty much like a really decent entry, right? I got no reason to really be too kind of nervous here. But I just think price action is trying to tease me just a little bit and kind of make me work for this trade a little bit. By the way, stop loss is 185.50. He's giving a little bit of space just in case. That's a hard stop loss, by the way. Hard stop loss. Okay, let's see if this thing can go here. So far, so good, right? So far, so good. I might look to trim some off here in a second. Okay, we're gonna take some off at 187, guys. 187, if I can get a fill. There we go. All right, so closed half of my position at 187. Now let's see if this thing can keep going higher. But great trade, everybody, right? Great trade. Gonna look to trim the remaining. I'll trim a half of my position at high of day and then hold on to the remainder. So maybe in hindsight, probably trimmed a little bit too much on that initial take profit. Should have taken off like a third or a quarter. Took off a half, maybe a little bit aggressive, but ultimately not going to complain about not being greedy. Let's go, everybody. Great trade. Let's go. So let's see if this thing can keep giving us some further separation here. But well done, everybody, right? Well done. Best feeling in the world when we catch something like that so clean. Hey, Jack. Good to see you, man. So next stop here is going to be 188. And I'll close half of my position that I have left. Okay, there we go, guys. Got a little fill there. I don't know if I necessarily got exactly 188. Might have got just a little bit shy of that. But really good trade here, right? I've got just a quarter of my original position left. And let's see if this thing can now keep running. So just took some more off, right, at a round number, pretty much at high of day or initial morning high. Got a quarter of my position left, trying to get a little bit of follow through, which never really comes. So ultimately, really happy I was trimming up along. Yeah, beautiful trade, everybody. Beautiful trade. So fill price was actually 187.98. Nice, Jason. What was the execution error? I'm glad you recovered. Not glad that you had an execution error, but stoked that you recovered. Nice work, Jesus. Well done, dude. Well done. A lot smoother than yesterday. Ah, okay. I mean, good volume, but a little bit of a rejection there off of that 188 barrier. Right, a little bit of a rejection. I do it by R, right? So my stop loss on this trade was about 70 cents, give or take, right? So I'm just doing my return as 1R, 2R, 3R, right? So if I make $1.40, right, that's a 2R move. Does that make sense, Brad? Nice, Jared. Nice work. What was your entry price? Perfect. But yeah, guys, we identified that strength really well. Oh, fantastic entry, Jared. Fantastic entry. You pretty much spent no time in the red. Well done, dude. Well done. So I'm starting to get a little bit skeptical of this price action here now. Because SPY isn't continuing to bounce, right? Yeah, beautiful. Right, so I'm getting a little bit skeptical of the old Tesla here. I've got a small chunk left. I'm kind of just considering closing it. I'm gonna give it a second still. Basically, just look at this, how this candle closes. If we close under 187, I'll get out. But if we can keep climbing higher, maybe if I can like reverse jinx it to keep going higher, then I got only reasons to shut my trap. And yeah, we identified strength, played the 3 for 3, bought a really strong high value dip buy. Awesome, right? Leaders lead. Yeah, I think that's pretty smart. Maybe maybe there's a more slightly logical stop loss here you can have. Nah, I mean, I can't really chirp you too hard. It looks pretty good. Man, best job in the world when we catch an early trade, guys. Yeah, I just don't like how the indexes are not really cooperating here at this point. So almost maybe feels this might be the spot to cut here in a sec. Nice work, Jesus. Yeah, I think I'm going to close in the remainder here, guys. So I'm all out. Awesome trade.